We have a special treat today. We have the DOKA, which again, there's only a handful of these in the United States. We've taken this one and we've made it better. You've seen this before in one of our prior videos, but now it's improved. A couple things you're gonna notice is it's a legit four-door. This is not a factory one. This is one that's been modified by another company that it came to the US. And it made a pit stop to our shop for a couple of improvements. Let's walk through them, shall we? For starters, you're gonna notice right off the bat, it sits a little taller. Everything is better when it's taller. So what we did, we put our goat mod on it, but we upgraded the suspension. We actually have the pre-runner style shocks on this. We have 2-inch lift springs front and back. We also have our Fox steering stabilizer. With these shocks, you can go as fast as you want off-road. It's smooth as butter. Arguably the best riding shocks I've ever ridden in a G-Wagon, period. The best. Up front, you're gonna see the same type of setup up here. We've got the shocks, we've got the 2-inch lift springs. All the brake lines are braided stainless steel. We've also got our Fox 2.0 steering damper on there. It's pretty stout. You know, we actually had to custom make a bracket for this, and we actually have a set of our rock sliders on this because there was nothing on this because it's so dang long. We actually custom made this for this truck. We actually made the brackets for it, so everything is right and tight. And when you stand on it, you get zero deflection. All very important things. Going around the front side, there's a couple subtle differences. Lighting is very important, and we're gonna touch on that. It looks factory. We have a set of the Holley Retro Bright LED headlights in this truck. It looks factory. It acts like it's factory, but it just throws a lot more lumens down the road. We got a set of 6-inch rigid auxiliary lights up here. This is meant to act as a auxiliary light or a fog light, however you want to put it. And we also have a rigid adapt up there in front of the roof rack. That is an incredibly massive and very impressive unit. Now, the cool thing about these are GPS enabled, and there's a controller inside of there so we can set up how it behaves on the road versus off-road versus however you want. And so every one of these, you can change it and get different light output depending on what you want to do. Really a cool piece of kit and a lot of tech just in the light bar. Really impressed with that. So you're gonna see more of that coming out on some other builds. Coming around this side, there's a couple other little subtle things. We also have a pre-runner style light in the back that's also made by Rigid. This is actually wired into the taillights on the truck. So we have duplicates for turn signals, backups, and brake lights. Now, you may be asking yourself, why do you want that? And why is it important? Here's the reason why, is when you've got a truck like this, you're gonna have fun with it. You're gonna tow trailers, you're gonna have jet skis, boats, motorcycles, etc. And anyone that's owned a G-Wagon knows that the factory lights, which are down low, get blocked off whenever you have a trailer. So by putting that up tall, if you've got a trailer with a boat, jet skis, or motorcycles, you have extra visibility for whenever you're hitting the brakes or backing it up or just going down the road. So it's also a safety thing. And that doubles as turn signals also. It actually splits left and right. Really, really cool the way they've done this. There's a couple little Easter eggs on this too. This truck also has onboard air. If we look really, really close, you're gonna see we've got the backup camera here. And for the air truck, we've got an onboard air in back as well. So you can change your tire pressures all the way around. We've also got one up front. Anyway, as you see, this truck was a great truck to begin with. We've made it better. We've added a couple key modifications that make it much more livable, user-friendly, and overall makes it so much more badass when you're going down the road. Have just a one-of-a-kind truck. Again, there's only a handful of these in the United States. There's gonna be a couple more coming here shortly. But this is some of the things that we've done to make it a little bit more user-friendly. Now, other things you're gonna notice, I keep going, other things you're gonna notice, is we did put a digital camera system in this, so the rear view mirror doubles as a digital camera. It's a wolf box unit, and it has a camera that faces forward for recording purposes. So for insurance reasons, some people like to have a dash cam. This has this up here, but you also have a camera in back, and we have a camera up front, so you have the ability to change your view around whatever you wanna do. Other subtle things we've done are also we've got a single touch screen, single DIN radio. It's a nice piece of unit. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy, and it kind of fits in, it kind of hides. So personal preference on that. We've got the controller for the rigid lights here, which is this fun little controller here. There's about a gazillion different ways we can configure that, but that's the cleanest and most effective way we found a way to do it. We've got a couple extra switches. One here is for the onboard air compressor, and that compressor is actually mounted up underneath the back of the truck, up underneath, so it's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it. It's just One of those things we want to keep it out of the hidden view. Up front, we've got the fog lights. We've got the on switch for the rear chase light. This is the master power switch for that. And then this truck also has air conditioning down here. And yes, it does work pretty darn good. We did have to take it out and massage it a little bit to get the pressures right, but it's about, I don't know, 85, 90 degrees right now, and it's comfortable driving around. It's not wicked cold as like a modern Range Rover, but you know what? It gets the job done. It keeps you from sweating, and that's what's most important here. Other little things, the dash, we've got a GPS-enabled speedometer, and we added a tachometer in this as well, because the old speedometer was all over the place. It would sit there and just bounce and do its own thing. So we decided let's put something a little bit better in there. And then a tachometer obviously needed something that's a little bit more period correct and works, so you can kind of keep an eye on the engine, so to speak. So anyway, under the hood, it looks just like it did from the past. We didn't really change anything there because it didn't really need it. Everything is clean, tidy, and it is now a joy to drive going over fast terrain, especially with the suspension system. It's one of the best I've ever driven. All right, so these trucks are, it's a nice truck to drive. Now that we've modified it, we've taken care of the suspension, we've optimized the brakes, and by optimize the brakes, I mean we put Brady Stay and slides on there, we've adjusted the master and the rear drums to make sure everything works as efficiently as possible. The AC is blowing right now, and it is keeping us moderately cool. It's an easy truck to drive. It's a perfect example for your adventure truck, especially if you're on a beach or in the mountains, or you're going to use it to tow your trailer with your bikes or your boat or whatever. It's perfect for that. And now that you can see out of the back, you can see out of the front with all the lights, what's not to like about it? And plus we've got awesome suspension to work with. And there's no one in front of us, so we're going to go ahead and take our jump. We're going 40 miles an hour. Let's do it. Here we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can't complain at all. Never mind the fact that the truck, resides in 2 separate time zones while you're driving it, so it takes a little bit to get used to the turning radius or lack thereof. We joke that because this truck is a little bit longer, and it's almost as long as like a full-size F-150, that you can effectively replace the steering wheel with just a grab handle and just lean to one side to get at the corner. That joke, don't do that. It's actually a pretty good truck. It's pretty responsive, and now that it has a few modern niceties so that you can drive it comfortably off-road and on-road. You've got good brakes, you've got good steering, you've got great lights, great lighting, great visibility all around this thing. It's truly, as we like to call it, one of a kind, because I dare you to find another one of these in the United States, especially put together to this spec. It's really quite a special truck. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe with Alliance Motorworks, Nothing But G's, and let us know what you want to see next.